Hello, this is Mario Farina. Today I'll be telling you a story that's called Tit for Tat. This is the picture that appears at the front of the story. The story is in smashwords.com, www.smashwords.com. It's free for you to read and to download. There you will find many other stories that are available to you for free, and you may download them if you wish. Tit for tat. You forgot our anniversary yesterday. I didn't. Our anniversary is tomorrow. Today is May 16, isn't it? Asked Margie. Yes, but our anniversary is not in May, it's in June. June 15, to be exact, Dan responded. Not June 15, May 15, insisted Margie. Margie and Daniel Foster were in the kitchen of their apartment. They were having breakfast. Margie had made her first statement immediately following a sip of coffee. Let me refresh your memory, Margie said, with a slight tone of annoyance. You and I were having a picnic in the park. We were running around our tree. You had a rose in your hand. When I finally let you catch me, you handed it to me and proposed. Surely you remember this. It wasn't in the park. It was in your house in Sloansville. We were sitting on a couch. There was a commercial on TV, and I thought this would be a good time to pop the question. I've never lived in Sloansville. The park is in Bennington. How could you be so mistaken? My recollection of this is very clear, responded Dan. Instead of blonde hair, you were a brunette. Your hair changed to a different color every few weeks. Well, you changed too, she said. I don't know how you did it, but you were about 2 inches shorter than you are now. What did you do? Begin wearing shoes with higher heels? Or did you go on a diet of Miracle-Gro? I've been this tall since I was 18, Dan persisted. How can you be so mixed up? I'm not mixed up. I think you are mixing me up with somebody else. Who were you engaged to before you asked me to marry you? Demanded Margie. There wasn't anyone else. It was always you. Then how could you be so wrong about the things that you remember? What is her name, the girl you were engaged to before me? I guess you've got me, admitted Dan. It was a brief thing. Her name was Esmeralda. Esmeralda? What a stupid name. I think you're lying to me. I think it was Gertrude. Gertrude? I've never known a Gertrude. You must be connecting that name with some other guy you knew. What was the guy's name? There was no other guy. Then how could all these things we remember be so different? I think you were going with a guy named Hank. Am I right? Okay, we need to clear the air. There was no Hank, but there was a Percy. Mercy me, Percy, you can't mean that. Then how could all those things we remember be so different? I think you were going with a guy named Hank. Am I right? Okay, we need to clear the air. There was no Hank, but there was a Percy. Mercy me, Percy, you can't mean that. Don't let the name fool you. He was a nice guy. But you, with your Esmeralda, I can imagine what you called her, my bella Esmeralda. Like you said, don't let the name fool you. She was a dream girl. And you were engaged to her? Why did you break up? She was too demanding. Demanding? Explain, please. She said that marriages were too permanent. People should get married on some sort of a lease plan. A marriage lease? I never heard of such a thing. She thought there ought to be 18-month leases for marriages, commented Dan. After that, both parties would be free. I didn't think that was a good idea, so I decided to break up with her. Why did you break up with Percy? Percy had different ideas about marriage also, she said. He thought marriages should be approved by parents, and I didn't like that. Oh, look at the time, exclaimed Dan. Enough joshing around. We'll be late for our trip. I started a good one today with that anniversary thing, didn't I? Giggled Margie. Yeah, but I didn't fall for it. I knew full well you were joking. I just went along with it. Maybe I gave you some ideas for your job, she said. You're right, dear. The TV program I write for is supposed to be funny, but it's hard to come up with funny stuff on a regular basis. But you have those laugh track machines to help you out. That's true, but the machines can only go so far. A lot of people are calling in saying our program is not funny. I may be looking for another job pretty soon. Well, it shouldn't be hard for you finding another one. You've had 6 in the last 10 weeks. You haven't been able to hold even one of them. They had no future, he said. Oh, I don't know. That job as turkey monitor may have led to something. The company found out turkeys can't be taught anything, so they had to let me go. After that, I found a job in an accounting firm. They had me counting beans. And how about that one at the dentist's office? How to learn my duties there was like pulling teeth, he reported. Enough already, she exclaimed. Now we're getting silly. Well, you always begin the silliness with some crazy remark. But you always go along. Yes, when you begin saying something silly, I take action, tit for tat. You pay this back, this for that. I don't know why I married you. You said you married me because I had a sense of humor. Yes, but I didn't know you had been a good humor man in the past. Stop, stop, stop. Enough nonsense. It's Saturday. You said you wanted to go to visit the Vermont country store in Weston. Let's get ready. No, not the Vermont country store in Weston. Old Orchard Beach in Sac Cove, she said. That's the end of the story. Hope you liked it. Tomorrow I'll have another story for you. Thank you. Bye-bye.